Alright everyone, this is into Season 7 pre-season. Just playing around with some audio settings, so we'll just sit here while we invite everyone to the lobby. I shall just be on mute and we shall be starting momentarily. I have Devastator with me in the comms box tonight. Devo, are you there? Hello, Harper. I don't think you're sharing your audio, Devo, so if you maybe just want to check that out. Just making sure all our settings are right before we go live. Not sure from the Discord, to tell you the truth. Alright, we're back. Just checking Devo's settings. Devo, if you want to say something. Nope, still can't hear you, so try option 2. No, it's not. Yeah, I think we had it the other day as well. I'm just curious as to how to fix it, but I'm not too sure. I think I may have found it, so just give me 1 second. All right, Devo, want to try again? No. All right, we can maybe ditch this and go back to PlayStation chat if you like. Let's do that. All right. All right, just testing if my voice is working.
All right, this should work a lot better.
Perfect. All right, back to old school. It's the joys of cross-play and trying to get the other PCs and Xbox players in, but good old PlayStation, it seems to be working fine now. So let's hope that anyone using a PlayStation hits the podium and we can have an interview. Otherwise, it is what it is. So how's your weekend so far, Devo?
Oh, not too bad. Been relaxing watching the footy most of today.
It's pretty much raining and miserable where I am. So,
are you in Sydney, perchance?
I'm in Sydney, nice and cold, raining on and off all day. So
I was watching the Sydney game just before, so I know it's raining currently in Sydney.
Yeah, I got invited to go, and then my daughter's netball got called off, so could have gone to the game. But anyhow, G'day, Buster Broseph. How you doing? So we've got 15 in the lobby at the moment. There was a whole lot of people that did check in, but you know maybe they've got other plans. So I think this is race 6 of the pre-season races. We're in Albert Park, and the TPs are having a look at the drivers. This is the last chance for them to, or second last chance that is, to impress the TPs. We've got one more race tomorrow, and then we've got the lottery and the draft next week. Very exciting.
Yeah, for sure. There's a couple of people on this grid that I don't think we've actually seen yet, because I don't think Dark and Shadows has raced yet, unless I missed it. But this could be his first outing for Inters in F124 for Season 7. Be good to see how he goes, considering I have heard that he has moved from controller onto wheel for this season. So, very interesting to see how he goes, because I remember at the end of last season he was very, very strong in Tier 2.
Yeah, and I think his stats were pretty good, so I'm not sure. GLX has just lost it, trying to warm up his tyres, so he's in the middle of the road, and he's back. I don't know what he's doing there, but yep, he's going to have to come into the pits and get some repairs. But yeah, Dark and Shadows, I don't know. I have to check the results, but yeah, he's one to watch. He was really strong in Tier 2. I think he's down for Tier 1, Tier 2. I'm not entirely sure. But,
yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, it might be one that gets picked
we need to just
early.
See how he goes with the wheel and compare that to everyone else. See how he goes.
Yeah, wheel does take a little bit of time to get used to. I remember switching from a controller to a wheel, and I was about to throw the wheel away because it was just so much slower. But if you stick with it, you definitely end up being quicker.
JT Kelly will be the first one starting a lap here as he starts now as well.
Okay. Sit on with him at the moment. So what's your feeling of the new game so far? It's been a few weeks now.
Well, initially when it first came out, was not excited because the handling was obviously shocking, and considering I'm also on controller, it was awful. But since the update, I've actually enjoyed it a lot more. I feel like strategy and tyres are going to come into it a lot more this season compared to previous games, with the tyre wear being a lot higher, especially when travelling in dirty air.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, for me, actually, the pre-patch, I found it probably just a bit too easy, and I probably enjoyed it a bit too much. Whereas now with the post-patch, it really requires you to play with the setup. Like you said, the tyres are really important. And playing with the RS throughout the whole lap is actually a new component that I'm really enjoying. So,
yeah, exactly.
The bugs are there. Bugs are bugs. We know that they're not going to fix them, but overall, I think it's a positive. Yep.
Yeah. It's I know for some tracks, I know the hard tyres don't have much wear at all compared to previously, whereas some whereas some tracks there's high tyre wear for every compound. So I think I saw around Canada in particular, the hard tyres will go an entire race just about, because the tyre wear is that much lower, unless obviously you're travelling in that dirty air, which I'm actually a fan of them implementing a bit better this year. It forces you to back out a bit sometimes and not just sit on the arse of someone the entire time. Just
looking at the time start to fall. So Kelly set the first one a 17.7, and then our K5 M5 set a 15.7, so 2 seconds faster on his first out lap. So we've got a mixed bag of drivers here from Tier 1 to Tier 3, but a couple of new drivers, K5 being one of them, and he's been consistently quick throughout the pre-season races. So I think his name's gonna drop pretty early, I think.
Yeah, for sure. He's been decently quick from just the couple races I've seen as well. As I was just on board with Chillpeel there, and he's come through the graveyard, and he's nearly lost it coming out of the second corner there. So that probably affected him quite considerably there. He's coming around the last couple of corners now. I believe he's turned his ERS back down to medium from hot lap as well. So I don't think he's focusing too much on this lap, because he still goes to 17.5, so...
Is he pushing? Don't think he's pushing, so he might sit on
back to hot lap.
Yeah.
I've just had a look. But yeah, that time from K5, very quick compared to the other times that have been set so far.
Yeah, I was having a play earlier today. I'm trying to think what time I got. It's probably close to what I got in TT, so that sort of shows you his pace. And I was pretty happy with that in the TT, so if he got that in quali, damn, you know. Anyway, Chilpill's invalidated.
Pace.
Yep. So, Dark and Shadows, I think he's just on... We might settle with him. So, this goes through the first corner, opens up DRS. And again, you know, one of the things now with the new game is you can modulate your ERS throughout the the flyer. So, you can go between hot lap and overtake, and really need to play around with that and see where it's the best time to deploy it.
Yeah, exactly. Because you don't want to deploy your overtake too early in a lap, and then you've got no deploy left for the rest of the lap. Because I know that's happened to some people as they go around certain tracks. Like they'll use their overtake earlier on to try and get time early, and then as they're coming through sector 3, about halfway through sector 3, they've run out of deploy. So for the rest of the lap, they've got nothing turned on at all. So it's very you're very strategic with your overtake now. You can't just deploy it all straight away.
Well, yeah, I remember before you'd have it on hot lap, and you know some tracks you'd finish and you'd have 30-40% left. You don't really want to do that in these races. You want to deploy the whole thing.
Exactly.
You want to cross the line with 0. So
Dark and Shadow get a little toe here down the final straight here too.
What's he done?
17-2.
17-2. Okay, we've got this McJammy Dodge. Never heard of him before. I'm not sure if he's raced before, but he did a 15-6. So got a couple of new guys. It's really going to be tough, Devo, in terms of the draft. You want to share any drivers? Anyone you got your eye on? What's your approach heading into the draft?
Well, big thing for me is just attendance. I'd rather have 2 drivers that are going to rock up every week than someone who's inconsistent and might not rock up and not say anything to anyone. Even if they're the quickest bloke out there and they're not going to be consistent and rock up every week, I'd rather have someone that's there every week that's trying their best.
Yeah, I think for me as well, right? You know, stay away from the LPs, turn up. You know, some teams like to do team practice and things. I'm not really into that. If you want to practice, you practice on your own, as long as you go out and you DNF on the first lap, and just stick with it. But for me, everyone's put their balls in. So the lottery, I think, is on, I can't remember now, Tuesday or something like that. I can't remember. Tomorrow, check the Discord. I'm not great with dates, but lottery's out, and that'll tell us who we pick in which order. But I think for me, tier 1 you can't lose, really. There's going to be about 10 drivers where whoever you pick, you're going to be set. Tier 2 is going to be really, really tricky, especially since I'm driving in tier 2, so I've got one choice to get it right. And tier 3 at the moment, frankly, I have no idea. So it's going to be a really interesting season.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think I've actually got any names in particular outside of maybe tier 1. Like if you get a really early pick, you've got like your Frosty, Apollo Pepsi, Websy, those guys. Like they probably go really early in the draft. Like if you get pick 1, it's tough because there's a lot of quick guys. But yeah, tiers 2 and 3, there's that much talent dispersed through the pools now that it's real hard to know who you're going to pick until you get there.
Yeah, and it's a good thing and it's a bad thing, double-edged sword. We've got, I think, 73 full-time drivers since I last checked. So that tells you that 13 people are going to be reserves and they're going to miss out. So yeah, it's really important to attend these pre-seasons and show the TPs what you've got. And if you don't get picked, not to worry. Make sure you sign up as reserve. Sign up. There's bound to be some people that don't turn up or something happens, and you can get given a full-time drive. So
yeah, exactly. Even if you're just checking in every week because you're available to race and you just get a reserve seat most weeks, there's still a good chance of you getting a race most weeks. So just don't get upset if you don't get your full-time seat. Stick around. There's still a very high chance you'll get a drive because not everyone's available every week, as obviously there's personal reasons and whatnot. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but you
make
know,
sure you
things
stick around.
happen, and then you know, some drivers may not perform, or they get a job, or whatever happens, and they can't continue, and you know,
Yeah.
you want to snap up that reserve that's been performing and give them a full time seat. So yeah, stick with it.
As just on board with K5 for that lap as he goes onto provisional pole of
15.5.
15.5. Very, very quick indeed.
Purple sector, every sector. So
Yeah.
amazing. Yep. I imagine that is his second run. He's probably going to have a final run. Maybe, who knows? He might want to save a set of softs. He doesn't really need to push too much. He's probably going to be first or second, given the times at the moment.
Yeah, for sure. Just on board with GLX Cam at the moment as he's going through Sector 2. He's about a 10th up on his lap so far. So, we'll see how he goes the rest of his lap here. But he's another one that's been decently quick and near the top for some of these socials. I know he's had some issues with like making little mistakes here and there, and like that happens. But yeah, he's definitely got the pace to match it with some of the top guys, I reckon, especially in Tier 2.
Yeah, I was watching him last night, actually. I was racing at Qatar, and he was going pretty well, and then I think he had a late spin or late off, and he finished 11th, so that's not his true pace.
Yeah.
I think he qualified... Where did he qualify? Trying to have a look here.
So he puts himself into the 15s as well with 15.9, so he's definitely got some real pace there.
Oh, what a
15.1. Wow.
And he's in the Ferrari. So look, I think we might just leave him there for the rest of the season, if that makes if that's allowed.
I reckon he'd look better in orange, personally. 15.1. That's an absolutely rapid time. Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You know, you look at some of these drivers. You know, Chilpill, I think, is probably one of the fastest from Tier 1 the last season. I think he came third, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And he's down there with a 17.5. So, you know, is that his true pace, or he just hasn't got hang of the game? It's a brand new season, brand new game. Never know.
Exactly. The other thing is he may not have done a proper lap yet. He may have...
True,
I know he had that
true.
little snap going through the graveyard earlier, so just on board with him. He's going through Sector 3 now. Gets nice and close to the curb there on going through Sector 3 as he comes into the penultimate corner. Nice and clean. Hugs that apex as long as he can before he opens the DRS on the main straight here. It was a 16.1. There we go. It's a much better time there from
Yeah,
Chilpill.
1.3 seconds faster. So still 1 second off the pace from McJammy.
Yeah.
So that's pretty amazing. Yeah. I need to check this guy. Who is he? Has he has he signed up?
I'm looking at the check-ins. I don't actually see that name there, so that might be his. That might not be his Discord name. So.
Oh, another one of those not Discords. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, I'll find out later. I'm going to make a mental note. Yep, but pretty impressive. What else do you see? Devo on track. I think Chilpill's having another run at it, I think. No, he's invalidated. Ghost Rider's another one. I think he's pushing at the moment. He's on a lap. I think is he on a lap? Yeah, I think he is. He's a new guy as well. He had some pace yesterday too. I think he finished sort of mid-pack. And I'm not entirely sure. I need to check where he's been classified as well. I think he might have been put as a Tier 2. We should be able to release the driver pools in the next couple of days, so that'll give everyone an idea of where they sit. But I've got some inside knowledge. Let me see what I can find here.
Is this just? I think this McJammy. I think this is Meowsy Gaming.
Meowsy Gaming. Oh,
yes,
he's under no clue. So I think we've got a very good clue now.
Yes.
He'll be. Ghost Rider's just lost Ghost it Rider. On the. Yep, and I think
Very
that'll
last corner,
be.
wow.
Yeah, I don't know if he was up or not, but he's lost his wing. He's not going to have enough time to come in and change it. So
Yeah.
that'll be him for now. Just he needs to make
Having
sure he
a
gets out of the
look
way of the driver behind. I'm not sure if the
at-
driver behind's on a fast lap. Yep, he's out of the way.
Just having a look at the Discord chat. He reckons he got a massive slipstream for most of the lap from K5. So that would Mick Jamie. So that would definitely would have gained him a couple tenths.
Yeah, I think a bit more than that. Yeah, but yeah, very, very fast. Ghost Rider, where's Ghost Rider? Let me have a look here. I'm not seeing a name.
He's currently trying to push back to the pits, I reckon.
No, okay, yeah. So Ghost Rider's, I think, been classified as tier 2, but like again, we're still massaging and cleaning all that up, and we'll release that in the next few days.
Quickly chuck Mercy a message.
All right, so I think we've got some drivers on outlaps. Let me just see who's setting the first outlap. I think it will be Callie, so let me just sit on with Callie for now as he starts his new lap. Wing is open, heading down the straight. What I find in this one, you just need to brake this a little bit early and you can ride a lot of the curb.
Yeah.
Want to open up that second DRS? Yep, sorry.
Another thing, about this, I've noticed about this game is your setup matters massively for qualifying and race. So you could have a very good qualifying setup, but you may struggle big time in the race. So I have noticed that as well so far, because there are people that will just grab the TT setups and not adjust anything and will struggle big time when it's actual race start time, and they will go backwards in the field.
Yeah, it makes a bigger difference in this race for sure. I know a lot of people have thought about really high engine braking. I hate it because I lose the rear every single time. So I try not to go run any more than about 70 engine braking. So I think we're all still learning, and that's the thing I've seen with a lot of TTs. There's not much between them, so everyone seems to be copying everyone else's. So yeah, times will drop for sure as the season goes on.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Callie's about to go through the last. Oh, he's pitting. So
yes, I think he had a bit of a snap going through sector 2 and also locked up going into that second last corner.
Letter P is going through the last corner now. What can he do?
He's one that I'm pretty sure people are hyping up to be very quick on this game, because I know he's put in a lot of effort. But as he goes to 16.9 there. So I remember there's a lot of people that were saying that Letter P was looking quite quick for the start of the season.
Yeah, I do know in the admin chat that there's some argument whether or not he should be tier 1 or tier 2. So I know he doesn't want to be tier 1, but you know, hey, if that's where it happens, that's where it happens. GLX has improved by just under 2 tenths.
15.7. Wow. So K5 coming around the second last corner now as well.
K5.
He's currently 2 tenths up on his time, I believe.
But Jamie's improved.
15.1 again.
Just a little bit. K5. He's improved by 2 tenths, but pretty good lap as well.
Yep. Disqualified.
Yeah, facing the wrong way, I saw, so I'm not sure what happened there. Apollo Pepsi is just about to go through the last 2 corners. Another one of those really fast drivers. Let's see what he can do. He's on a 15.9 at the moment, and he does a 15.8. Does improve a little bit, but yep, that's. I think that's your grid. Letter P is.
Yeah, he's not on a lap.
He's not on a lap, so I think that will do it. So we've got McJamie Dodge, who's done a 15.1, which is absolutely blistering, followed by a K5, only 10.5, 2 tenths behind. Then GLX, Apollo Pepsi, Chill Pill, Milo, Ghost Rider, Jerobot. Jerobot's another one that's improved a lot as well. Callie, P, Junkyard, Dark and Shadows, Zandon, Frosty doesn't look like he set a lap, and Liquid Jake disqualified. So
I believe Frosty is going to leave as well at the start of the race. I believe he's had something come up, so he's going to pull into the pits and not disqualified DNF.
All right, so I went through the stand-ins. I won't go through them again, but I will just scroll through just to make sure that I've got them so TPs can have a look at them later. Might as well have a look at the race director as well. A lot of drivers choosing to use all 3 sets of soft tyres. Some of them using 2. Bunch of invalidations. And that should do it. So I think we're going to go straight into it because there is no formation lap.
Yes, I believe that is correct. So yeah, K5 was put straight into the tier 1 pool. Wasn't a 1-2. It was just straight into tier 1.
Yeah, I think it's tier 1. Yep.
Meowsy hasn't been moved yet. He's still in the not sure.
Yeah, I think
after that, that's
after
tier
that
1.
we're sure. Yep, we're pretty sure. Yep. Don't need any more than that.
Well, I know Apollo Pepsi's been pretty quick on this game and challenging Frosty quite a bit, and we all know how quick Frosty is.
Yep.
And he was 7/10 behind those guys. So either Apollo didn't have the best of laps, or those guys are insanely quick.
Yeah, just waiting for a few players. I'm not sure if we've got a problem there. I think someone might have left. That's just communicating with online services on my side. So let's see what happens. We might need to restart this lobby. But we'll see how we go for now.
Don't go to sleep.
Oh, but you can't sleep yet, Bubba.
I need coffee.
Do not give the child coffee.
I could use a coffee. Okay, we're about to go straight into it. So 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we're off. Pretty good start there from everyone. Looks like the Ferrari has got a good start. Oh, he's on the grass. So something's happened there.
Maybe he may have lost the rear a little bit.
Yeah.
Just riding on board with K5 at the minute, watching behind him. Looks like everyone's done alright here so far.
Yeah, I'm getting a communication with online services message, so I'm hoping it's not a glitch lobby. Looks good so far. Yep, looking pretty good. Let me just bring up the details on the screen. And tyres. Okay, so looks like everyone except for K5, Liquid Jake and Ghost Rider have started on meds. Those guys have started on hards. So meds are tyre of choice. And in terms of position changes, yeah, McJammy had an issue there at the start and lost 5 positions. Otherwise, Ghost Rider's lost 6 as well. So McJammy's making his way through, he's pushing on the inside of Milo. Oh, I was going to say he's very confident there, but yeah, he did have a little bit of a slide. So we've got K5, Apollo Pepsi, GLX and Chill Pill in the lead, followed by Milo, Callie, and McJammy's definitely going to want to push his way through. It's pretty clean so far. There's a little bit of a gap starting to form just after.
Looks like we're going to have a bit of a DRS train forming here. With looks like the entire field currently within the 1 seconds of each other.
Yeah, and DRS now enabled after 1 lap on the new game, as per the new Formula One real life rules.
I'm actually a big fan of that, with it's being the first lap now, because I know a lot of people were just pulling away after 2 laps and your 1 second's gone, Max Verstappen, and was just making the racing not great. But I'm actually a fan of it now being activated after lap 1, because pulling away by a whole second after 1 lap is not easy to do, for sure.
Yeah, and I think for this game as well, what I've enjoyed again with the ARS changes, so any opportunity to overtake and get someone else to overtake you, it just makes the whole game a lot more fun. So anything that promotes overtaking is
or just watching
great in my
up
book.
the front there. Apollo has a lock up going into, I believe it's turn 3. Yeah, turn 3 at the end of the first DRS straight, and K5 is right on his tail here as they're going through now sector 2. Oh, K5 has a bit of a snap coming through there as well. So with Australia, the double detection zone, if you get the overtake done in the first DRS zone, you're still going to get DRS for the second, which helps you pull away. Which can obviously, it can hurt a driver's race sometimes, but can also make it so DRS is actually effective, so you actually keep your position. Otherwise, there's some tracks, obviously it's just a single detection zone, and you lose the position. Or as he's
K5
spun around a bit there, you lose the position and then you just get it back straight away because you've got DRS again down the next straight. So
yeah,
there's pros and cons to it, but yeah, just I reckon it keeps the racing interesting and nice and close as well.
Yeah, so K5 was closing in, but he had a little bit of a lost traction, and that's given GLX a bit of an opportunity now. But as you said, they're all in a DRS train, so unless they're really dumping their ERS, but yeah, you can gain it back so quickly in this game as well. You just basically dump it down to medium or none for a little bit, a few corners, and you gain a lot of it back.
Yeah, for sure. Just having a look at standings at the minute, looks like Jerabot may have had a bit of an issue because he's dropped back to P13 behind a couple guys now, so not sure what happened there because I know he was sitting nice and pretty up in P8, just behind JTE Cali, but yeah, now there's a bit of a gap formed there and now we've got 2 trains formed.
McJammy side by side into the graveyard. I think he's cut the corner a little bit, but very nicely done. Might have got a warning there, but yeah, kept it clean with Milo. Respect from both drivers, so that was good. McJammy moves up to P5. Only 4 positions lost now.
Yeah, exactly. Although he hasn't, I know he's got a 3-second penalty now, but K5, he's actually sitting quite good here with those hard tyres. Because if he's sticking with these guys on the mediums, when those hard tyres, eventually those medium tyres are going to drop off. And his hard tyres will be very quick compared to everyone around him, and he should be able to pull away a bit.
Yeah, it looks like he's got the pace. So
yeah,
Apollo
sure.
Peps is like I said, ERS is not really that important anymore, but he is keeping close. And yeah, he's picked up a 3-second penalty already. We need to have a look at that, whether or not he's just done it by himself or not. But that's pretty early in the race to pick up a 3-second.
Yeah. Well, there's 2. There's him and Liquid Jake already with 3-second penalties. So, he's into the wall.
Yep, K5 has had a hit the side there. I haven't got the app, and I can't tell if he's got damage, but looks like everything's intact. But let's see if he can.
I think he got lucky that he hit the wall side on, like both wheels straight into the wall instead of his front wing.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what the settings are on the lobby. It could be reduced damage as well. So I think with Tier 1 we increase it a little bit. So
yeah,
may not have got around with that.
To the Tier 3 lobby settings, it'll be what is it? I think it's reduced damage at the standard rate or standard with reduced rate. I can't remember which one it is.
Yeah,
it's one of the two.
Standard reduced. Yep. That's what it is, and then probably reduced safety car as well, just to give the Tier 3 guys a little bit of a break. Yep. But yeah, K5 continues, so it looks like he didn't get any damage from that one.
Or if he did, it was just very minuscule and he's able to manage it. That's one thing I've noticed about this game so far is if you touch the grass, it can be like ice. It can just spin you around straight away.
K5's made the move back from Milo, so very nice there. Yeah, I've noticed there's a couple of curbs that you can just ride the whole car over, and then there are some, if you touch it, you just lose it completely. So yeah, it requires a little bit of knowledge for each track and each curb. Dark and Shadows picks up a 3-second warning, or penalty, I should say. And there's some overtaking up the front there, so Chill Pill looks like he's made the move on GLX. Oh, and there's some... Again, the graveyard is... bringing some overtakes. McJammy is trying to push. Does he? Oh, he's lost he's lost the position. Yeah.
K5 gets through there with McJammy and GLX having that little battle there.
Yeah, I think McJammy tried to leave the room, and unfortunately compromise this position and let K5 through. So it's great racing here from the front runners. Apollo
Yeah, for
Pepsi is
sure.
just having the lead, and so far it's been pretty clear. They're not aggressive, and as a TP, this is what I'd like to see.
Yeah, that's what you like. Nice clean driving from everyone. Keeping it nice and hard battles, but it's still nice and clean. That's what you want. People that are willing to battle hard, but keep it clean at the same time.
Just go to the back, maybe have a look at the front, Devo, and let me know if there's anything. But just sitting on with Liquid Jake at the moment. He's half a second behind Jerobot. Hard versus mediums. Yeah, Liquid Jake's just gone a little bit wide. Not really closing the gap. Let's see what happens under this DRS zone.
It seems like Apollo's doing a good job here at maintaining that gap for the most part. As Chilpu locks up a little bit, they're going for turn 11. It just seems like Apollo is really, really good on the exit of the corners, and it's just giving him the run he needs to protect the lead of the race.
Yeah, I might just sit on with him. I've got the telemetry enabled, and we can have a look at what he's doing with his ERS and his throttle control. So he is burning a little bit down the straight there, and you can see he's modulating between medium and hot lap. As I said before, I think that's going to be pretty key in this game. You'll be playing with the ERS throughout the entire lap. Those of us that have got steering wheels, if you can bind some of those changes on a button or a toggle, it's going to really help you out.
There. Not sure what the yellow flag was for.
Oh, Milo's just picked up the 10-second. Oh, Milo's in the middle of the road. Yep.
Yeah, fuck. Looks like you got a 10-second penalty for a collision with letter P there, so not sure exactly what happened there.
He's got wing damage. I assume he'd probably come in and change that, but yeah, he may have just lost it. And
yeah, missing an end plate and a bit of damage as well on that left-hand side. So go back up to the front here. Chilpil has actually got past Apollo Pepsi now, so as he locks up going to that penultimate corner, that's going to hurt him for the run through these last two corners.
Yeah, I'm seeing Apollo pretty much lock up every time on that corner, so
K5 is right on the back. Was right on the back of Apollo there too. So,
it's so close. Yeah, these guys are really, really
K5
close.
K5 gets a great run out of out of turn 3. Oh, this is great stuff up the front here. This is what you love to see.
Yeah, and they're
nice,
really
hard, clean battling.
Exactly, it's really, really clean. Not pushing drivers off the road or doing anything silly. So this is great. Yep. And that's what we want to see, right? It's a long race. It's only lap 9 of 29. You don't really want to be, causing yourself damage or anyone else. So,
yeah.
Yep.
So one thing I'm wondering who's gonna bite the bullet first in this train of going for the undercut. I know we're still a bit early yet, but with this train with quite a few people here, I'm wondering who's going to bite the bullet and go in.
Yeah, I think the undercut is not so much of a thing anymore in this new game. I've seen a few people say it doesn't really come off, so we'll see. But I think K5 is in a great position.
People pit around you quickly.
Yeah.
But I think if people go long and try for the overcut, the overcut can be really strong in this game as well. So it all depends on where you are on track and where you come out as well, because with Dirty Air being so prominent in this game, you can get caught up behind people when you come out of the pits and you can ruin your race.
K5, I think he's going to make the move here, side by side. Oh, very nice.
Chilpil backs out there. Very, very good move there from K5.
Yeah, I think K5, Chilpil just... The exit wasn't that quick, and K5 took advantage of it, so that was really well done. McJammy's also... Sorry, go for it.
Yeah, I believe the hard tyres now of K5 will be starting to come into effect here. Now that we are 10 laps in, well, on lap 10 that is, the medium tyres will drop off very soon if they haven't already, and these hard tyres will become very, very good.
Jamie makes a move on GLX at the graveyard, so he's pushing. He's trying to make up those positions.
Yeah, he's done a good job here to stick with these guys after what happened at the start. I'm not entirely sure exactly what happened, but no, it wasn't a great launch.
And GLX has, I think, just missed his braking point and spun just on the second last corner there.
I think either that or he may have touched the grass on the entry of the corner just on the outside there, because I know if you clip it there, your car goes around. So you have to be very careful.
Yeah, Apollo Pepsi's the first one to pull the trigger. He's come in for a set of hards. Lap 10, so might be a little bit early in my books, but let's see what he can do.
Yeah. Definitely early, considering he was out the front for a good portion of that there.
Yeah, he's come out with a bit of free air, so maybe he's got the pace. He thinks he can jump the guys out in front as they fight.
Yeah.
McJammy's right up the behind of Chilpill. He's been making a lot of moves under this graveyard, so he gets side by side, takes the outside, and Chilpill backs off very well. Okay, McJammy back into P2.
It's going to ride on board with Apollo here for a bit, just to see how quickly he gains on Jerabot. But one thing that it plays into Apollo's hands as well is the fact that Jerabot and Liquid Jake are going backwards and forwards with DRS. So it means he gets to the dirty air. It takes a bit longer to get to the dirty air, meaning that he can run his own race for a little bit here.
Yeah, he's about 4 seconds behind, so you imagine he'll close up that gap, but the guys in front are going to have to pit soon, so hopefully by the time he catches them, they've pitted. Maybe gets a little bit of DRS as well, and like I said, the guys at the front here are fighting, so might be a good call.
Has pulled the gun as well. He's now jumped into the pits.
Yep.
So yeah, I feel like they're going in a little bit early here. I was thinking maybe another 2 laps from here, maybe lap 14 is when you'd want to go in.
Yeah.
But these guys, maybe they know something we don't know.
Yes, we've got K5 at the moment. He's leading the race with 11-lap-old hards. If those meds are dying, then maybe they just sit behind him and just get his DRS, but it doesn't look like K5 wants to do that. And I think McJammy wanted to get past, but didn't make the move. K5 just had a little bit of a slide there, so can McJammy make the move? Yes, he does. So K5's lost 2 positions there. Yeah.
So that's the other thing with the double detection zone, is that when you are behind someone, if you are in a train, you can lose out a second position.
Yeah.
Due to the next person also having DRS. So these three have pulled away a bit from the pack. JTE, Cali, letter P. But yeah, it's very interesting to see where Apollo ends up after all this. He is now caught right up to Jerabot. He's just out of DRS still. Jerabot has actually gone into the pits, so that's one person out of Apollo's way. He'll be happy, but be happy to see that. Sorry. Now he's got Liquid Jake next. Let's see how he goes here.
So Apollo is just under 14 seconds from the leader, and I think you need more than 14 seconds to do a pit stop. So I'm assuming Apollo Pepsi is going to come back in the lead and by a fair bit.
He should have a decent lead, yeah. The only thing that may hurt him is because he did pit that bit earlier is his tyre wear at the end.
True. But yeah, we'll have to see. It's a good strategy call, especially with these guys fighting out in front. But
exactly.
Yeah, his hard tyres are going to be pretty awful towards the end.
He's caught up and gotten past Liquid Jake there with ease into the graveyard. Next on his radar will be Ghost Rider.
Yeah, it's now 12.2 seconds behind, so he is really flying at the moment.
Absolutely flying, yeah. So this is where ERS management comes really well into it, because you can just absolutely floor your ERS when in free air trying to catch up to people. And then
Chilpill picks up to 10 seconds. So McJammy and Chilpill are coming in, but yeah, you've really got to be careful with the pit stops.
P as well.
Yep, K5 stayed out, but yeah, you've really got to watch the pit entry in this game. It gives you 10 seconds now, not 5 anymore. So
yep. Exactly. So McJammy has come out 3 seconds behind Liquid Jake. So Apollo is has done really well here. He's pulled a big gap to those guys that were running with him, and now he's got K5 next. He's within 10 seconds of him.
Yeah, it's a 6-second gap between Apollo and McJamie. So, good call there from Apollo. He just needs to maintain that gap now. So even if his tyres are older, let's see if he can maintain it.
But the interesting thing is, how long does K5 go on those hard tyres? We saw a lot of these drivers come in lap 10, lap 12, so he'd probably have to stick with them for another 3-4 laps at least, you think? Yeah, with obviously K5 on those older hard tyres. Sorry, Apollo is catching him quite rapidly with those fresh hard tyres. So, he locks up a little bit into that second last corner again. So you're having a bit of an issue with that corner, and maybe that's why you pitted early as well. The lockups, I know, hurt your tyre wear a lot on this game compared to the last one.
Yeah, lockups and, certain corners as well. If you throw it into the corner, you aren't so smooth, you're going to find that one of your tyres is going to wear a lot more than the others. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Which is great. Again, it makes
Liquid Jake now.
To me, it makes you think about how you drive and how you push your car. It's not as easy anymore. So, yeah.
Exactly.
I think there was a yellow flag.
There's some darkened shadows.
Darkened shadows.
Hit a wall, I believe.
Yeah, it doesn't look like any damage, so maybe just lost it.
Ooh. Clips Piero Junkyard Dog there a little bit. Not sure if that was... I'm not sure if he knew he was there, or if it was just a little lapse in concentration. But yeah, don't see any damage on Dark and Shadow's car, so he seems to be alright for now. He picks up a 3-second.
Yep, Milo's around towards the back there, so I'm not sure if he got tangled up or not, but... yeah, and I think it's early. A lot of people still trying to learn the game, so...
Yeah, so Milo's has gone back into the pits, so I believe he's got damage of some kind. Yes, my phone.
All right, so Milo's retired, so he's thrown in the towel. And just a reminder, in the league games, points go down to 15. So in this scenario, he would have picked up a point as long as he crossed the line. So as a TP, we want to see them stick it out and
Dark and Shadows.
Dark and Shadows is
like
retired.
He is in the pits.
Retired in the pits as well. So.
Was that in the pits?
Up and no.
I believe it was, yeah, and I believe Milo's car has come back out onto track.
Yep.
That's what it was, okay. I was wondering what happened there.
So Apollo Pepsi's 6.1 seconds behind K5. K5 has not pitted as yet, so you think he'd be coming in probably next lap or two. Apollo Pepsi picks up a 3 seconds. So just looking at the penalties, there's a fair few there, so nearly everyone's got one. Chill Pill, Letter P, both with 10 seconds. At the moment, Jerobot and Frosty are the only ones without penalties. Liquid Jake at the moment up 10 positions, so just got to check if he's actually stopped. He hasn't stopped, so he'll drop after he gets a set of meds. So just want to keep an eye on the gap between McJamie and Apollo. Right now it's 5.5 seconds, but McJamie's got 3 lap fresher tyres. So let's see if he can close that gap. McJamie's also got no penalties as well. So Apollo's got 3 seconds, so he just needs to close that gap and keep it clean. Make sure it's no more than 3 second gap. All right, where's the action at the moment? We've got a little bit of a DRS train behind GLX. JTE and Junkyard and Jerobot are in a bit of a train, fighting each other. Might stick on with that at the moment to see what these guys can do.
Just having a look around, I believe K5 has gone in. Okay.
Yep.
So I believe Frosty is out there, but I believe it's an AI currently controlling the car, not actually him. Because as I said, P12 does not seem very good for him normally. We'll see where K5 comes out here. He'll be behind Chill Pill, I believe. Yes, he's coming behind Chill Pill on those fresh mediums, so we'll see how K5 goes here with those fresher tyres and the softer compound. He might be absolutely rapid here. As we saw during qualifying, he was one of the quicker guys on track, so we'll see if he has that kind of pace here at the end with these medium tyres.
Yeah, and just looking at McJammy as well, that time's dropped down to 4.1 seconds. I think it was 5.5, 5.2, what I just mentioned a lap ago. So he is closing that gap. As I mentioned, Apollo's got a 3-second penalty. So McJammy, if he can just keep up the pace, he might even win it. Yeah, you know, he'll overtake Apollo with that penalty. But yeah, K5, let's see what he can do as well. He's on the fresh meds. You'd think he'd be rapid, so he might be able to make up some spaces as well.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see how that goes. He's currently 2.3 behind at the moment. Let's see how he goes. Probably give him a lap or two to make sure his tyres are up to temperature. And yeah, see if he can make some moves here late in the race.
Yeah, Chill Pill in front of him's got a 10-second penalty, so he's already going to get that position off him. Let's see what other places he can make up. Just dropping down again, just having a look here between the battle between 6, 7, 8 and 9 and 10. A little bit of a DRS train. GLX is leading it. So I might put up the tyres just so we can see what that's like.
So Ghost Rider at the back of that pack is on fresh mediums compared to everyone else on slightly worn hards.
Oh, there's a little bit of contact there between JTE and Junkyard. There's a virtual safety car. I think Zandon has lost it. I think it's turn 2, just after turn 2. May have hit the wall there, so unfortunate there for Zandon. It brings out a VSC, but I think that should clear up fairly soon.
It seems like the stewards have actually already got rid of the car, so they're on fire today already. Maybe Bert Myland has just made himself a new cup of tea, so doesn't want to come out on track. So the stewards got onto it pretty quick to clear it up.
You know, these Aussie stewards, man, we know what we're doing. We just sweep up the car, push it off the track, and away we go. No mucking around.
And we are back racing. No one that seems to drive through penalty, so everyone was quite good there.
Well done. I think Ghost Rider just got the move there on Jerobot. I think maybe Jerobot maybe a little bit too slow on his delta, but that's what happens.
Out a little bit.
Yep. So McJammy's now 3.2 seconds behind Apollo, and you'd think in another lap he'd probably be within that 3-second penalty.
Yeah, definitely. He's in a good spot here now, McJammy. As K5 is currently is now in the DRS range of Chill Pill. So K5 here is on a charge at the moment. He has 9 laps to make up, 11 seconds roughly, is it? Yeah, nearly 11 seconds, so let's see if he can do it, eh?
Oh, he makes the move very easily from Chill Pill.
Those medium tyres, if they're up the temperature, as they come through that, the fast the fast right-hander, the extra grip you can have is insane. So let's see how he goes here now. I think he's catching up to a back marker now.
Yeah, I think that might be Frosty's AI car.
Yeah.
He may pick up DRS as well.
It's unfortunate to see Frosty not racing, because we all know how quick he is. It would have been a good comparison if he was racing against these guys up the front today, I reckon. It's K5 with the fastest lap.
Yep.
I'll have a look at that. So that's currently about 3-4 tenths quicker than the next quickest lap. So he's absolutely flying right now.
Yeah, McJammy's doing a great job as well. I think he's about a second a lap faster, so that'll probably fall off a little bit as tyres get a bit older, but you can see McJammy's definitely got the pace, so same with K5.
Yeah, well, one thing I'll say is fair play to Chill Pill. He has managed to stick with K5, even though he has the harder compound. So he will get that DRS. Will he get close enough to make a move into turn 11? Because he won't be quite there for the graveyard, I don't believe.
Yeah, Chilpil with that 10-second penalty, he might just say, "Oh, look, I'll just let him pass anyway," and just sit behind him and
Yeah.
let him pull me along. Or tow me along, I should say. But anyway, yep. And I think McJamie might even get the move done before the end of the race. I think he might win it on track. Yeah. So, yeah.
He's 1.8 seconds behind now, so he's clearly got some serious pace here. K5 with 7 seconds. You'd think he'd be a bit too far back now. You'd need to make up a second a lap, and that's a big ask for anyone. But it'll depend on how McJamie and Apollo go when they do catch up to each other, if they're battling hard, or if Apollo doesn't want to battle too hard, or if McJamie doesn't want to battle too hard, considering he just needs to stick within the 3 seconds of Apollo here. But if they do start battling, going side by side through corners, it could bring K5 right into this at the very end.
Just having a look at GLX and Cully, and GLX just pushed Cully a little bit into the wall there, I think, didn't give him enough space. Doesn't look like he got any damage, but yeah, it's probably not the smartest of moves. Just going to jump on with McJamie. Not within DRS at the moment, but he's very close.
Chilpil does get back past K5 there, so maybe K5 has pushed his tyres a bit too hard, too early, and overheated them a little bit, and now he's starting to struggle a bit. That's another thing, is if you're pushing too hard and your tyres overheat, you're going to struggle big time on this game with overheated tyres.
Yeah, it's about being smooth as well. Like I said before, if you throw it into the corners, you can find that one of the tyres will overheat. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's great for quali or TT, but during the race, you really got to just keep it smooth.
So McJamie just out of DRS here. He's doing a very good job here of catching up. The detection zone is back. Well, I think he may have just missed it, because I think the detection zone was moved just past the right-hander. So I think it was a little bit further up the road before. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah.
But he's just missed out on DRS there. So.
Yep. Yeah, and it's just much more confident to that graveyard as well. We've seen him do a few overtakes there, but he just gained like a 10th just through the graveyard. Some overtaking there at the back. I think it was between Jerabot as well.
Jerabot's up to P8 now, so he was in P10. It was yellow flag.
Got a yellow Ferrari. It might be Liquid Jake.
Liquid Jake.
Yep.
Yeah, he is around. Where that's where George Russell lost it in the race. When Alonso, quote unquote, was driving dangerously. Still very questionable on that, but
brake checked him.
You move on. So yeah, McJamie right on the back of Apollo here now. So very interesting to see how these last 5 laps go.
McJamie's on 100% ERS as well, so he's done all that, and he's been able to, recharge his battery as well. So
done very well maintaining his battery here. Yeah, here we go. He's burning his battery now. So is Apollo. Apollo wants to keep that position. Oh, as he's now turned it off. Yeah.
Yep. It's just a reminder for our prospective drivers as well. Tier 1, I think we disable a few assists. I think we just disable full traction, so it's medium as a minimum. And I think the other tiers we allow full traction. So
yes,
if you do move up to tier 1, you've got to be able to manage without full traction.
Yeah, that's when I did fill in for tier 1 last year, being on controller, because I was on full traction, I did struggle a little bit at first, just adjusting to that medium traction. But yeah, it's just something you need to know how to do if you're going to be tier 2, borderline tier 1, is you need to be able to get off of full traction control for the tier 1 restrictions. Apollo has kept in DRS here, but Mick Jamie has pulled away quite quickly since getting past. Pulled nearly the full second in that lap, so he's doing well. Apollo is probably just going to try and stick with him here and make sure he keeps the time between him and K5, which I think they've got the same penalties anyway, so...
Yep, Liquid Jake's around again.
Yeah.
I think he's going in the pits, and I think he might throw in the towel. Put on a set of softs, Liquid, come on. Set the fastest lap. Only a few more laps to go. See what he does. Softs are there. Does he retire?
Yeah, he has put the softs on.
That's it. Go for it, mate. Yeah, go have some fun the last few laps.
He's done it at a great time there too, because as he's done it, Mick Jamie and Apollo have gone past him. So he's got out their way. But as he's come out, he's going to have blue flag straight away with K5 and Chilpill right there.
Yeah, he just needs to just get out of the way for this corner here. They'll have a little bit of clear air.
Yeah. One thing I've noticed that I don't know if it's not an every time thing, but with blue flags, sometimes the blue flags don't actually show up on screen. So, and the other thing is you have to pay attention to where you are on track and who's around you, because as he let him through there, I don't think they realised he was letting him through.
Yep.
But yeah, that's another thing is you have to pay attention and be aware of who's around you, and if there's a car behind you that is up the front and you're near the back, to just let him go. Mick Jamie picks up a 3-second penalty. That has thrown this race wide open here.
Apollo would be rubbing his hands together for that. So it's on now. Let's see what they can do the last few laps. And Apollo! So he's... Sorry, Apollo. That was a bit of a commentator's curse there. He's still got a fair gap behind him, so I think that might seal the victory there for Mick Jamie, as long as he doesn't lose it. But
yeah, exactly.
Still a job well done by Apollo Pepsi there.
Yeah, great job to keep it out of the wall there too. Is I think he may have slightly clipped it with his rear wing, but done a good job to not DNF there, and he's still running on track here. So it seems like the guys that started on the medium tyres are definitely had the better strategy, because K5 has struggled in this second stint on these medium tyres compared to the likes of Chilpill, Apollo and Mick Jamie on those hards, who have been quite quick. But looking at the overall, the lead and everything, Chilpill should only drop one position with his penalties, because he's pulled 12 seconds on Ghost Rider, who also has 3 seconds, and Letter P also has 10 seconds, so Chilpill will still maintain a top 4 finish here, which is good job, considering those 10-second penalties hurt a lot.
Yeah, I'm going to really have to practice my pit entries. You don't want to pick up one of those, that's for sure.
Yeah. See, I'm actually a big fan of it, because I was in the boat last year where I feel like 5 seconds wasn't actually enough in some cases, because you're getting 5-second penalties and people were quick enough when they come out of the pits that they can just break the 5 seconds. Yeah. Or they would be able to serve the 5 seconds under maybe like a VSC or something, where I don't know if you should be able to do that personally, but you know, we can't change the FIA's mind on rules and stuff. We're just a couple guys here to have some fun.
Yeah, but again, you know, it's all about the strategy, right? You know, when you get towards the pits, just break that little bit early, right? Don't attack it. So you might lose a second, but you don't want to be losing 10. Yeah, he's pushing around, isn't he?
Yeah, he's struggling at the moment. So I reckon that dirty air has hurt him here, because I reckon these tyres have overheated.
Yeah, I think his tyres are done. He just keeps losing the rear, so I think either his tyres are just worn out or they're too hot. But that's another thing with this game. The temperatures are something you've got to play around with a lot too.
Yeah, exactly. Got to make sure you do some practice with the higher tyre pressures on this game, and find out where the ideal spot is for race tyre pressures are, because I know obviously a lot of people try to set it as high as possible to keep your temperatures right down, but around some tracks it's just not the way to go, because then your tyres are too cold and you struggle with getting heat back into them.
just sitting on there with McJammy. He's just locked it up into corner 3, I think it was, and still had it under control. But I was worried he was going to bin it on the last lap there. So, and he's pulled a 9-second lead over Apollo Pepsi. So yeah, Apollo had a little bit of that spin there, but we can see the fast drivers towards the front. Let me just bring up the position changes while we do that. So Letter P's up 5 positions. It's great. He's going to have to serve that penalty. Apollo Pepsi's up 2. Chillpill's up 2. Liquid Jake down 4. GLX down 4. But drive of the day in your eyes, Devo?
Just have a quick look around. Letter P might be up there. He's had a good little race. Didn't have the best quality, but he's put himself up the P4 here. K5 struggling big time here on track. But I know we've got that 10 seconds, so he will drop a couple spots. Before the little spin, Apollo Pepsi, maybe even, because he was quite quick the entire time. He took the gamble of pitting that bit earlier and almost paid off for him once Big Jammy got that penalty. But obviously there's arguments Mick Jammy as well, driver of the day, because he had the issue early on and managed to recover it still to get a P1. So a couple guys on there, but I reckon I'm going to say Mick Jammy.
Yeah, McJammy for me as well in the Ferrari. Didn't have the best of starts and then clawed it back and just done a great job. Yeah, looking at K5, I think he may have run out of fuel, so that might have been the reason why he dropped back a little bit. No safety car today, so that could be the reason. But yeah, again, T1, it's going to be very exciting. I know KLX is away and I don't think he's played, so our T1 champion from Season 6 is... I don't think it's going to be cruisy for him, so it's going to be interesting to see if he can keep up the pace with these guys.
Yeah, especially with a lot of new guys. Yeah, they've now come into the league, and a lot of them are really quick and are straight up into Tier 1. It's going to be very interesting and a very close battle for the championship, I reckon, this year in Tier 1.
Yep. All right, let me just bring up the results, and I might send them an invite. I'm not sure if you can send them an invite. Devo, to the party?
Not sure. Give me 2 secs. Won't let me actually select anyone.
So we got Jammy, Apollo, Chillpill, Letter P, K5, Ghost Rider.
So, Big Jammy is on...
I think he's on PlayStation and Chillpill's on PlayStation. So Apollo, unfortunately, sorry, until we sort things out, we can't get you in, but... we'll try our best to do that. GLX, Jerobot, Cali, Junkyard, Liquid Jake, and Frosty, lap and 2 laps down. Zan and Play, Dark and Shadows, and who else is our DNFs? And Milo is our DNF. Let me see if I can invite them as well.
Alright, so I've just got Big Jammy to add me back, so I should be able to invite him. Let's give it a crack. And I'll be able to invite Chillpill as well, if you want to get them both. You can get them both in here.
Yep. Is it with a G, Mick Jammy?
Invitation sent.
Perfect.
See if we can get them to join. And we've got another guest appearance. My other daughter Willow has now come to say hi to everyone.
Willow, how you doing? Hello. Alright, I'll send the guys an invite if they want to join. But look, I think just from that result, again, I don't know what I'm going to do for Tier 1. we've got McJammy in the party. Might start off with him. McJammy, can you hear us? Great. Let me just maybe say something. Make sure we can hear you on the. Do you want to just say something? We can just try see if we can hear on the Twitch. Okay. Yes, I can't hear you. I'm not sure if you're sharing your voice. Yeah, we tried Discord and it didn't really work for us. So I think you just need to go to the party and just make sure you're sharing your voice.
Hang on 2 seconds, try it again.
Does it work now?
Yes.
Alright, we got you.
Excellent. All right, so McJammy, I think that's your first race for Inters. You signed up for a full time and you've picked up a pole and won the race as well. So congratulations there. So maybe talk us through, especially the start there. So I saw you lost, I think, 5 positions. What happened there?
So as this is my debut race, I thought it was pretty well, but my start was a bit sketch. I forgot to turn on the starting lights on settings, so I was all over the place at the start. Got a massive wheel spin. I was lucky to not die at the start, but yeah, I tried to get up the field after that, but the car was a bit sketchy and trying to get through. The DRS train wasn't easy, but I found my pace in the second stint and I was able to catch up to the leaders and won the race from there.
Yeah, it was great. I think it was pretty clean driving from yourself and Chill Pill and I think Apollo Pepsi there as well. So, what's your hope for the draft? Do you think you're going to get picked? You're hoping for an early pick there?
Yeah, well, I hope this race can demonstrate my abilities and hopefully I can get picked for Tier 1. But yeah, hopefully this form can carry on to the season.
You like the Ferrari red? I might have to.
I do, yeah. I do
okay, I might have to put your name down on my list there. So write
that down.
Yeah, Devo. Any questions from you?
No, not really. You covered a good chunk of the bases there. Overall, just a very dominant performance after that little hiccup at the start. Yeah, got back up at the front and even in qualifying, just absolutely rapid, mate. Definitely on a lot of TP's radars now, I reckon, after today.
Yeah, that's good to hear.
Great, well done. So, stay tuned, and the draft will be coming up, and like I said, I think your name will come up pretty early after that result. So, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Alrighty, so thanks a lot. So that's it for tonight. Let me just have a look at what's going on in the settings, what's happening in terms of events. I am the worst when it comes to announcements and things. So when do you know, Devo, when are things happening? Lotteries and things? I don't know where things are.
We have lottery night is actually tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, 8:30.
After the race.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So tomorrow night we have the last of our pre-season races. It's at 5 p.m. and I think it's in Mexico, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it is.
And shortly after that we have the lottery, which will be on our YouTube channel. That will show you which drivers will get the picks in order of the draft night. And then the draft night will be held on Sunday, 30th of June at 5 p.m. So tune in. And that's the night that all the drivers will be waiting for to find out which team they'll be racing for.
Just also a quick heads up to everyone that is tuned in tonight that have think about joining up. Our sign-ups do close Monday. So if you were looking for a full-time seat and to get drafted, please make sure you complete your sign-ups by then. to be considered to be drafted.
Yeah, if you don't sign up and you sign up late, you'll automatically become a reserve. So, yeah, you can still race, but to be considered for the draft, you need to get in there before cut-off. Thanks for that, Devo. That's it. That was a great race. Very enjoyable. I shall probably sign off there. Any final words from yourself?
Not really. I just hope everyone's enjoyed tonight, and looking forward to tomorrow night with the final race around Mexico for pre-season, and then the draft shortly afterwards.
Great. So this has been Battlecat and Devo signing off for Inter's pre-season 7. Good night.
Good one.